Good morning, students. You are welcome in the 13th chapter of your science course, and the title of the chapter is Solar System. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the solar system and the movement of our earth, like rotation and revolution. So let's start this chapter. See, the first topic is solar system. The sun, 8 planets, their moons, and the dwarf planets form the solar system. The 8 planets that revolve around the sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, very first is sun. The sun is a huge ball of fire that gives us heat and light and is at the center of our solar system. It is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth, and the surface of the sun is very hot, about 6000 degrees Celsius. Next, first planet is Mercury. It is the closest planet to the sun and also the smallest planet in the solar system. Second planet is Venus. It is the second planet and is the hottest planet of all. Earth is the third planet in solar system. It is also called the blue planet because almost 70% of its surface is covered with water, and it appears blue when seen from the space. It is the only planet where life is known to exist. Now, next one is Mars. It is the fourth planet and is also called the red planet because the soil and rocks on this planet are red in color. And it is the only planet that is similar to Earth, and the scientists believe that it is the only planet besides Earth where life may exist. Now, next, fifth planet is Jupiter. It is the largest planet in the solar system, and it spins very fast, pulling the clouds surrounding it to form a stripped pattern. This is why we see a stripped pattern on Jupiter when we look carefully. Now, Saturn is known as the planet with rings because it appears to have several rings around its middle. And Uranus and Neptune are the farthest planets from the sun. Together with Jupiter and Saturn, they are called the outer planets. So these 8 planets and dwarf planets move around the sun in their fixed path called orbit. Now, moon and satellites. An object that revolves around a planet is in an orbit is called a satellite. Almost every planet has a satellite that revolves around it, and moon is the only natural satellite of the earth. Moon does not have an atmosphere, so the temperature on the moon can be as high as 100 degrees Celsius at noon and as low as minus 173 degrees Celsius at night. That is below freezing point. Now, the moon does not produce its own light. It shines because it reflects sunlight that falls on its surface. Now, stars. If we look at the night sky, we see lots of shining, twinkling objects called stars. These stars are glowing balls of gases that spread out heat and light in space. They are actually huge, but because they are so far away, they look like tiny pinpoints of light to us. Then constellations. Groups of stars that seems to form specific pattern in the sky are called constellations. Some constellations that are easily visible are Ursa Major, that is the Great Bear, Scorpio, and Orion, the Hunter. And constellations collectively form galaxies, while a million galaxies together make up the universe. The Milky Way is one such galaxy of which our solar system is a part. Now, our next topic is rotation and revolution. The earth rotates on its own axis, and that axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree. The rotation of the earth on its axis causes day and night, whereas the revolution and the tilted axis of the earth cause the seasons. The earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation on its axis. Thus, one day is 24 hours long. And to complete one revolution around the sun, the earth takes about 365 and a quarter days, or approximately 1 year. So there is another imaginary line around the earth called the equator. It divides the earth into two equal halves, the northern and the southern hemispheres. Now, day and night. When the earth rotates on its tilted axis, one half of the earth faces the sun, and so it is daytime in all the countries on this half. At the same time, the countries on the other half of the earth, which are away from the sun, are in darkness and so have night time. This is the reason why it is night time in America when it is daytime here in India. Now, seasons. The revolution of the earth around the sun causes season. However, there would be no seasons if the earth was not tilted on its axis. As the earth moves around the sun, the tilt causes the sun's rays to fall more directly on either the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, depending on the position of the earth. The half that receives more sunshine has summer, whereas the other half has winter. You can see this thing in this diagram. In India, we have 5 seasons: summer, monsoon, autumn, winter, and spring. Winter is the coldest season, and summer is the hottest season. Autumn season is neither very hot nor very cold, and monsoon is the season with the heavy rainfall. Spring is the most colorful tune of the year. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.